Hey team, how we doing? Coach Dana Cavalier checking in with you this morning. Just want to give a quick conversation about today's blog. And it's about a few things. Number one, it's about what I call your quit muscles. Number two, it's about stillness. And number three is you're done when you're done. So those are three concepts that I wanted to talk to you about today. And it's simple, and it relates again to a blog that I wrote this morning. As many of you know, I have a cattle farm in upstate New York where we raise beef. And in raising beef, you have to be patient. Animals will teach you to be patient. Even if you don't want to be, if you're in a rush, don't be in a rush, because your animals will tell you, hey, you may be in a rush, but I'm not going anywhere. And that's what I learned last night. So I have these two cows. We call them Millie and Vanilli, that are a little bit crazy. They don't listen. They do what they want. They're on their own program. And they drive you crazy because they don't do what you want them to do. So what happens? You lose patience. You get frustrated. They drive you crazy. So we weren't able to get them in the barn in order to feed them. So I had to go get a couple men up here that help us out. One of them had to hide up in a hayloft. And when they walked into the barn, he comes out of the ceiling, falls onto the floor, and takes the barn door and closes it. Now they're in there. While this is going on, myself and one of our other guys were waiting outside. Again, it's probably below 30 degrees, freezing. And here's the thing. We couldn't make any noise and we couldn't move. No noise, no conversation, no movement. Figured it would take about 20 minutes, then 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 60 minutes, 90 minutes, and 2 hours later, they finally got into the barn. And like I said, we were able to close the door and get them locked up so we can feed them and make sure that they're holding weight and doing what they're supposed to do, especially since one of them, a Black Angus, happens to be pregnant. So the lessons, again, are patience. You have to be patient. And I got to tell you, for somebody that's on a lot during the day and high energy, it's very difficult to sit still for 2 hours. In the first 30 minutes, I was dying. I couldn't sit still. I was moving. I was shuffling, moving my feet. I couldn't sit still. Minute 30 to 60, I started to accept what was happening, and then I had to sit still, and I wasn't going to be the first one to quit. And minutes 60 to 120, I realized actually how crazy my mind and most people's minds can be, thinking about what's next, the next idea, the next thing, what we have to do, what's going on. And for 60 minutes, slowed down and literally just breathed mountain air. And it was amazing because when I finished, I felt like I had nothing to do, yet I accomplished something with two other men that was amazing. And it's just amazing what happens when we can embrace silence and we can embrace a slowdown. It's amazing what happens on the other side of that. The other thing is, too, we could have quit at any time and said, you know what, we'll do it tomorrow. We'll get to it later. Another day. It's too cold. It's this, it's that, it's the other thing. But we didn't. We worked until we were done. And that's huge. How many times do we quit things? We just stop doing them because, okay, that's it. I'm done. I've had enough. Can't do anymore. I don't want to go any further. Here, we really didn't have a choice. And when you have somebody next to you that's willing to go to battle and sit in there with you, it strengthens you. And that's what happened. So there were times when I wanted to quit, but I didn't quit because I know the guy next to me needed me to stay. And the guy in the barn needed me to stay, or the whole operation would have been blown up. And I tell this story to you because, again, get comfortable sitting in this place. Maybe you're uneasy at first, or there's something you don't want to do, and just sit with it and sit with it and sit with it and sit with it. Be patient. Give yourself an opportunity to succeed. And many people have trouble doing this. I have trouble doing this, and I work the mind and work on performance every single day. But I needed a moment like last night to remind me, hey, settle in. Embrace the silence, embrace the stillness, and always work until you're done. And don't let those quit muscles ever get stronger than the work muscles. And that's my lesson for you today. So we could learn a lot. The land could teach you a lot. Animals could teach you a lot. But most importantly, you can teach you a lot. You can teach yourself a lot if you're open and you're willing to learn. So that's my lesson for you. I hope you enjoyed the blog. I'm going to post the blog down below. Click it, sign up for it daily. I hope you enjoy it. I try to make it entertaining, a lot of stories, but most importantly, we're about helping you optimize your physical and most importantly, your mental performance, helping you reduce stress, improve productivity, and get better every single day. That's what this is about. And if you enjoy this video and you want to know when more videos are coming, I try to do one a day, one every other day, definitely every week. Well, subscribe to the channel. This is Coach Dana Cavalier. Hope you enjoyed my cow story. Now go on with your day and get out there and do some winning.